Hello, hello. This is Koi from Ray of Gratitude, giving a peace of mind to that one, at least one person at a time. So I think it's tomorrow. Don't quote me, but I think it's tomorrow that we have the new moon in Taurus. Again, if you're just new to this channel, welcome. If you're not, thank you for coming back. Right? If you guys don't already know. I'm like a moon lover. I think I want to call that. I really like how the moon and the phases really somewhat reflect the things that we are going through, like on a conscious, like collective level. And something simple as new moon starting something and full moon completing a cycle. And right now we have it in Taurus, which Taurus being ruled by Venus, and really indulging in like self-care. I really was picking that up a lot. I felt like so I wanted to talk about this. I didn't want to take it too long, so I'm going to clarify some cards on camera, but this is what I had so far. And it's really talking about let me put this down. Let's get into this, right? So what do we need to be open to right now, right? We really need to be open to gaining different ways of abundance, having that wisdom. Maybe it's coming through the heart chakra more, but definitely understanding what success means to you and being open to like really getting this money, these new coins or something, because all of us have been hit in many different ways during this time right now. We all know what this time is, this pandemic, right? And some people are lucky to have their jobs. Some people have jobs which are like, actually hindering their health, or kind of, what's the word? I'm being lost for the word here. But it's really like, how do we find ways to really own what success means to us and really be open to different types of ways of receiving money, or just knowing the word abundance, which doesn't necessarily have to pertain to money. It's just being open to receiving that type, receiving energy, right? So this one's very interesting because the question here is, what is something that wants to manifest this new moon during this cycle? And I really feel like there's going to be some clarity on something like more pertaining to your spirituality. A lot of us are going to be waking up. If you do not feel comfortable with the word mysticism or spirituality, I think you're going to be shown something. For those that are very in tune with this, and maybe thinking about a spiritual practice or a spiritual business, I think that you're going to be manifesting that energy, really focusing in on that, because this right here, this placement is talking about how can you focus your attention to bringing the desires into reality, right? And the moon definitely is like talking about hidden stuff, almost like hidden knowledge, which to me is like wisdom. This is really telling me to tap into intuition, like, and figuring out what your passions are, really creating something new possibly, or if it's not new, it's definitely something that is, bringing a different side to life, expanding on something that you already have. So let's get into the clarity. Let's clarify some things. Let's clarify these Six of Pentacles and the Wisdom card here. Okay, what did I say? The self-care. Let's clarify the King of Swords and mysticism. Okay. And clarify the Moon and the Passion card. Woo, woo, woo. All right. I definitely want to say, it's funny because I don't really do this on camera, but on the bottom of the deck had the sun. This bottom of the deck had facade, which is yellow, solar plexus, giving us more willpower. And this bottom of the deck had the Fool. I'm just saying. So that's just saying something new is coming through. And I think it's going to be pretty good. So, again, right? What we need to be open to right now, self-care, receiving. We need to be open, just opening our hearts, right? This is a green card here for the chakra, and really tapping into our heart, understanding, what our passions, our desires are right now at this time. And yes, we're being realistic about it, but we also just, I think that this came in because a lot of us, like I said again, the coins, the money, right? Like how are we going to get over this hump, right? And if you don't have a hump, it's really, I really feel like far and few can't sit here and say you don't have a money hump. Even if you are still working, there are some things that are going through your mind that are like, this can't be life. Is it really worth doing what I'm doing for the amount of money that I'm doing it for, And like, before all this happened, I'm sure millions, majority of us were in shitty ass jobs, that we just didn't really want to be in, but we needed it because we felt that it was a necessity for us to get our needs met. But now that a lot of the rug got pulled underneath us, how do we really self-care? How do we care for ourselves enough to know that, this is my definition of success? Tapping into the wisdom of the heart. I keep saying, I can't say it enough. Listen to your heart. I just saw the commercial for that daggone song. It was some commercial too. And it's like really being forced to tap. If you have not been, like during this whole lockdown, if you haven't been really sitting with yourself and your emotions, I think you're going to be in for a rude awakening. I'm just saying. So something that wants to manifest during this moon, like I was saying, a new passion, a new light, some type of creative spark is going to be understood more. And if you're not already in that, I think that spirit, something in the mysticism, is really going to bring in that moment that's kind of going to be like, or where the hell did this come from? But it's going to really make you feel like, And I think it's going to light that fire up under a lot of people's asses. I'm telling you. Because it's like for so long, we really never took consideration into self-care, and we really had the terminology of success as like going after something like materialistic, money, of course, and I just keep thinking of like cars and clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's success. Sometimes, I'm not saying for everybody, but majority, because it's like what we're shown on TV. Like that's just what it is. Reality TV not being really reality, and we're really in a time right now that really is showing some type of wake-up call. And the King of Swords talks about direct information, just knowing, going after what they want, knowing exactly clear and crisp ways of how to get it. And mysticism to me tells me the crown chakra, the third eye, is really being opened, and we're going to be creating some stuff, like for real. If something new is definitely coming in. And I can bet your bottom dollar too, because when all this started, I'm sure a lot of people were talking about like we were supposed to go back to work in May, right? Well, I don't watch the news, so I could be wrong. They might have already said this, but I feel like there's something that's going to be said and be revealed to us, more on what's really going on with this lockdown. So, how can we focus by attention to bring a desire to reality, right? How can you focus? Again, we have fire energy here, the wand, the Lord of Wands. It's really getting that spark, you know? Like I said, a lot of us, I really feel a lot of us are going to be like, like that aha moment, right? And if you don't already know your passion, you know, if you don't really feel like you're passionate about anything, guess what? It's coming to you. But most importantly, how to get, you know, reach to that point is really about understanding and tapping into that intuition. It's really about that. Do I want to close this off with something? Yeah, let's close it off with one of these things. All right, new stuff, exciting. It's really exciting to hear this, but I think the key thing is really just taking care of yourself. You know, I don't want to say, no, I am going to say, put yourself first, you know. Constantly ask yourself, what do you need right now in this time and in present moment to really feel better? Because a lot of it, if we're not feeling better, we're feeling kind of worse and feeling like the negative, right? So let's just end with, okay, what did I say? Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. This is the animal guardian, and she has like a lot, and this is funny too, the owl, right? Very wisdom. And is it the doe? Please, I'm so bad with words. The fawn? I don't remember. I really don't. But it's funny. I have deer in my backyard. Basically, if this is a backyard, I have an apartment. But I remember looking up the symbolism behind this animal, and I think the one thing that stuck with me is innocence, and it's like childlike energy. And creativity always, to me, is really taps into, you know, your inner child. It really does. And because if you really think about it, children have the biggest imagination. And a lot of us as adults, we hinder and block our imagination through really bad or traumatic life experiences, or just a lot of negativity. And it's really time to cleanse this negativity, really time to break out, like literally break out, and really get some answers. I hope this resonates with you guys. I really do. Again, if you would like to check out my services, please do. The links are below. I'm taking donations for meditation, guided healing meditations, as well as energy readings that help along with your creative energy and really tap into your creative spirit. And there's something else I need to say to you, but I don't remember. So I'm just going to say, have a great night. Please comment below. Let me know so I can give some encouraging words back. The more that you comment, the more people see this. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. I am done with these rhymes. I'm out. Peace.